Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. I think that sounds okay. That sound okay to you guys? I think it's too loud over here. That sound okay to you guys? I think it's too loud over here. There we go. Okay, that sounds all right. Hi. Hi, visitor. Thanks for tuning in. How are you today? This is my YouTube page, MOX News. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here. The one person who's here. Maybe that was me, I don't know. So, hi, new guy. The war is coming. The war is coming. Yeah? Why? I can. The war is coming. Hey, Texas. How you doing? I bet it's warm in Texas, huh? Okay. You say so, David. Okay, so we are here today at the MOX News Studios, the world headquarters, actually. And I am the founder of MOX News. My name's Mike. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you find something of value on this page. I truly do. There are over 9,700 videos, almost 9,800 videos. Probably later today, there'll be 9,800 videos on this one MOX News YouTube page. So if you're new to MOX News, be sure and take a good look around because there's a lot to see, and it's actually really, really lots of good material here. Very interesting things you will not find other places, and done with the spirit you will not see in other places. I mean, I guarantee you, there's no other video on YouTube that says. The CNN pot calls the DPRK kettle black. I guarantee you there's no other video titled that way on YouTube. There's a billion videos here. That's what I do. So, hi, new guys. David. David. You know, you have like a thing in your brain that you won't let go. It's making you crazy. You need to let it go so you can feel better. So you don't have to feel like you're full of hate all the time. It's a good plan. All right. So today we are here. Okay. I don't know. Do you guys see it's a call-in show? If you want to call in, the number is 805 MOX News. And I am trying really hard to keep posting videos for you guys because like I said, I do it like no one else. And I've always said that I will do this as long as I have the support of the community that I serve. Okay, and the simple truth is I don't feel like I have that support now. And it's really sad, and it's really getting to me. And if I don't, you know, if I don't get some support soon, MOX News is not going to make it, okay? I'm out of ibuprofen. I'm out of fucking everything. I got like 3 ibuprofen left. I'm out of Sudafed, okay? I'm out of Sudafed. I survive, you know, this is how I get through the freaking hay fever season. I'm out of tea bags. I'm out of toothpaste. Okay? I've been using the dog shampoo for the last 6 months. You know, it's not fair. I give and give and give to this community. And the thing is that there's other places that I see that are beginning to look like better places to post videos, simply because, you know, YouTube is fucking me and the people that I serve don't seem to care, you know? So I want to be here. I want to do this. And, and this will be my 5th election here on YouTube. Okay, the 5th presidential election I'm covering on YouTube. This is going to be the most insane presidential election we've ever seen. It pretty much already is. We've never actually seen anything like this in modern American history. And it's going to get 10 times more insane. Okay, and we're on the verge of war with Iran. Okay, we're on the verge of war with Iran, and Donald Trump. I posted a video yesterday of Donald Trump saying he's not in charge of the military. The war profiteers are in charge of the military, and John Bolton has been put in charge of starting a war with Iran. Okay, the worst person you could possibly pick. Okay, that's where we're at in this world. I've been on YouTube over 15 years, serving this community daily. And you know, I have friends that are doing the Twitch now, right? And I go over and I watch these people on the Twitch, and they're like sitting in front of a camera and saying, all right, I got 785 subscribers, and when I get 800 subscribers, I'll do another shot of bourbon, right? A subscriber on Twitch means that that person sends you $5.99 a month to sit in front of a camera and do shots. That's more valuable. That person's making $10,000 a month plus sitting in front of the camera doing shots. Meanwhile, I'm here day in, day out, reliable to this community, to you. And I beg for help. Please, could you give something back? And people just turn away like it couldn't matter less. After 15 years of service, okay? So I need to know if you guys want MOX News on YouTube or not, okay? Because if you don't give a fuck, then that's where we're at. You guys don't give a fuck, okay? And I need to know that so I can go and find an audience who actually cares, okay? Because it's just not fair. It's not right. I shouldn't have to beg after 15 years of reliable service to this community. I absolutely should not. And I want to move beyond that so bad because I want to focus on the war. I want to be here to talk about the war and the criminal politicians who are pushing the war and making an illegal war happen, and do everything that we can to vilify those people so that they know, so that we know, so that you know who the real enemy is. And that has always been the purpose of MOX News, is so you can clearly see who the real enemy is. So, do you want MOX News around anymore? All right. Well, you don't need to be here anymore then. Okay? No. You don't need to be here. Go away. Okay? You don't need to be here anymore. Always begging. He's always begging. No, I'm always here posting videos for you. And you know what you do? You give nothing back. He's always begging. That's all he ever does is beg. Fuck you. Okay? That is not all I do. I work my ass off day and night, going through 20, 30, 40 hours of videos a day to find little jewels that are actually worth your time, so that you don't miss something, so you don't have to go through 30, 40 hours of video a day not to miss something that's important. Yeah, all he ever does is beg. Yeah, that's it. That's all I ever do. MOX News has not changed. You want not the liberal MOX News? There isn't a liberal MOX News. There's MOX News. You want the fucking MOX News sucks Donald Trump balls MOX News. Okay? I don't suck politicians' balls. Okay? They're all garbage. Okay, I'm not here for the liberals. I'm not here for the conservatives. If you identify like that, you're a Kool-Aid drinker. Okay, you painted yourself into a corner where now we have to support the fucking war with Iran because the garbage conservatives can't get enough of fucking war. Or the garbage liberals are saying, oh, we have to go to war because they're both the same sides of the same garbage fucking coin. Okay? They just speak to different audiences. I don't do that. I talk to everyone. And you don't like that because I don't pander to your fucking political fucking bent. That's what you need? That's what you need in order for me to get support? Well, then fuck you. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Barack Obama. Fuck Bernie Sanders. Fuck Hillary Clinton. Fuck Liz Cheney. Fuck Dick Cheney. Fuck George W. Bush. They all belong in fucking prison. There is no difference. Donald Trump put John Bolton in charge of starting a fucking war with Iran. Okay? And then yesterday he says, I don't have control of the military. The war profiteers do. You want me to support that guy? The guy who, the buck doesn't stop here. It ain't my fault. That guy, that's who you want me to support? Fuck you. Okay? Either give something back or there's nothing here for me. I've worked my ass off for this community. There's one guy who keeps this YouTube page alive. And it's not fair to that guy. Actually, there's about 3 or 4 people. And it's not fair to them that you all ride their coattails. Because you can't see beyond your political bent and fucking give something back. I'm not on this side. I'm not on that side. Both sides are shit. Both sides need to fucking be vanished from fucking history. Be held accountable for murdering a million innocent Iraqis. Yeah, MAGA, fuck you, MAGA. That's a load of shit. You're gonna fucking make America great by starting a war with Iran? Are you a retard? Gonna start a war with Iran and that's gonna make America great? You're fucking brilliant. Okay? I mean, do you have to be a fucking troll to support Donald Trump? Because it seems like it. You got to be some kind of fucking troll who wants to fucking just spew hatred everywhere. Okay? As long as this guy's spewing hatred, I'm on his side. You have to be a fucking hater to support Donald Trump. Okay? Because that's all he does is spew hatred. And he's the most thin-skinned piece of shit on the planet. He says, oh, fake news. And then you all parrot him, say fake fucking news. You parrot, fake news, fake news. Donald Trump, the only thing he's saying fake news about is stuff about him. Okay? That's the only reason. It's not fake news because they lied us into war with Iraq. It's not fake news because for 7 generations, the mainstream media has been lying to us about marijuana. Anybody who could look up the history of cannabis knows that forever they've been lying to us. It's not, okay? And you don't give a shit. You just don't give a shit. You think I should just be here, whatever. Guys don't, go suck MAGA dick somewhere else, asshole. Okay? Just go suck MAGA dick elsewhere because it's a fucking lie. You're a Kool-Aid drinker. So what? None of you have the balls to call and say your little trollish bullshit? Huh? None of you give back. None of you can call. There's something wrong with this audience, okay? And if that's what it's going to be, if you're just going to be nothing, worthless audience, I should move somewhere else, okay? If you don't see a reason to give back to MOX News is gone, okay? So nobody's going to call. Nobody's going to call 805 MOX News. I'm just going to sit here and yell at the camera because you guys are worthless to MOX News, because you choose not to give back, because I give and give and give to this community, and then you just say, oh, look, he's begging again. That's what I deserve after 15 years of reliable service to this community, is just to be shit on by trolls. You're full of shit if you identify as a liberal or a conservative. You're nothing but a Kool-Aid drinker. Figure it out.
So you need to press 1.
I pressed 1. Hello, caller. How are you?
Hi, child molester.
See, and then you get fucking trolled. That's all YouTube is anymore. Just a bunch of fucking trolls.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure your parents are so proud, dude. Why don't you go? I mean, we can clearly see what's on your mind. So why don't you just go back to your kiddie porno and fuck off, okay? This is what I get all day long. To get called a fucking a Hillary supporter, a Trump supporter, a Bernie supporter, an Obama supporter, and all I do is point out those people's flaws over and over and over again. Actually, I've defended Donald Trump many times because the mainstream media is complete and utter bullshit.
Your voicemail system. So you need to press 1 to take this call.
Hello, caller.
Mike.
Hey, how's it going, caller?
Mike, why are you reading the comments, bro?
Because that's part of the job, dude.
You're feeding right into the trap, my friend.
I'm trying.
Mike, what you gotta do is you gotta embrace it. You gotta roll with the punches, baby. You gotta,
hey, I have done nothing but protect people's freedom to be whatever kind of trash they want to be over and over again. Even the guy who told me to go back and molest children, I allowed him to, if he had something else to say. He didn't. He's nothing. Okay? That doesn't get to me. What gets to me is not having any fucking tea bags or toothpaste or having to use dog shampoo for the last fucking 6 months. Okay? No one gives back. Okay? How is that fair?
Shampoo is so overrated. I mean, you only need to use that shit like once every fucking 2 weeks, you know? I mean, if you're an oily Italian like me, once every month. I mean, come on, shampooing. Forget about it. Take out the menu. Mike, as much as I love you, I mean, listening to you melt down like this is hilarious. Like, I'm almost tempted to call and show you. And I like you. You gotta make yourself not so funny.
You liking me doesn't buy me lunch, dude. It doesn't get me shampoo, okay? You go ahead and troll me. That's what you are doing, by the way. You're trolling me right now by telling me that I'm fucking hilarious and not doing anything positive. This is me asking for help. I'm desperate. Okay? How much more clear can I make it? Save MOX News, yes or no?
All right, buddy. All right. you know, you sound like you're having a rough night.
I'm fucking desperate. Okay?
All right, dude. All right.
And I get trolled.
All right.
Okay, and that's all I get. I get trolled. I'm asking for help. I've given and given and given to this community, and I ask for help. Nobody's donated. I've been here for a fucking half hour. Nobody's donating. They don't give a shit. Okay, save MOX News, yes or no? You tell me.
Mike, you are just too much fun tonight. Look, buddy, what are you doing? Patreon, PayPal? What are you doing?
Patreon, PayPal, GoFundMe. Here, I'll put it in the comments. Okay? It's right there.
Put it in the comments, buddy. I'll give you a nice donation. People do care, buddy, but you're too much fun to mess with.
I think people do care. Not only do I think people do care, I think that the people here are fucking very intelligent. That's why they came to MOX News in the first place, because they came seeking knowledge that I provided. Now I need your help. And people act like they don't get it. You know, like I should just keep giving forever and never get anything back. I don't take 15 seconds out of your life for every one of these videos. 65,000 videos. That would add up to how much I'd be taking out of your life. I'm simply asking if you could kick down for lunch, and nobody seems to hear me. So save MOX News, yes or no? You didn't answer yet.
Dude, I love you, buddy. I'll throw you a donation if you're in need. All right?
I'm desperate, but that's not the point. I mean, the point is we should save MOX News. What's that?
You can't let the people break you down like this. You can't let the trolls get you.
It's not again, it's not the people. If I have the support of the community that I'm serving, I get trolled all fucking day long, and it never bothers me. Okay? I am simply saying I'm desperate, and people act like they can't hear it. Okay? So if I have the support of the community that I'm serving, then I have all these good people that are there in my community saying, yeah, MOX, you keep going forever, man. But instead of that, I have a bunch of shit-ass trolls who won't fucking, who just act like, it's just fucking, it's just not fair. And I see these people on the Twitch, and this person's like, oh, I have 785 subscribers, and when I get to 800, I'll take another shot of bourbon. That means $5.99 a month from 785 people. And the person's been doing it for like 6 months, and I've been doing this for 15 years. And I'm not out here going, oh, yeah, and I'll do another bong hit when you give me, because this is how I'm going to spend your money drinking fucking shots of bourbon. It's just beyond my imagination that it could be this fucked up, dude.
Dude, I mean, come on. That's the internet. That's what the internet is.
Right. I mean, but there's good people. There's good people here. So what, all the people that are going to give something back are on Twitch. Is that what I got to do? Is move over to Twitch? Because that's where all the people who are going to give something back are. Because that's what they do there. They go, oh, look, this is worthy. This is worthy. Nobody does that here. If I don't come out here and I say, please, please help, nobody does anything. It's horrible. And it's not fair.
Well, you feel guilty. I'm going to give you a nice donation tonight. Geez.
No, you're fantastic. I'm not trying to yell at you. I mean, look, I love doing this. I love the people here because, again, I know you're smart people.
That's exactly what the fuck it is, Mike. You can't do it for the money, because that's what you sound like.
There's no money. There is no money. There is no money. How can I possibly be doing it for the money? There is none. If I had money, I wouldn't be out here going, oh, I need more money. If I had fucking 785 subscribers at $5.99 a month, I wouldn't be sitting here going, oh, and when you give me another fucking 15 subscribers, I'll do a shot. Fuck that. I got more important things to do. I'd have a nice discussion about war in Iran. I'd have a nice discussion about the election. We could do something important, but I can't get beyond this because people act like they can't get beyond their petty politics.
Crying for donations is not going to help you.
Well, okay, I just got 3 donations and I haven't gotten any in a fucking month. So don't tell me it's not going to help. Okay, save MOX News, yes or no. That's where we're at. Okay, I want to do this. I'm good at it. I do it like no one else. I show you things you would never see where MOX News not here. Okay, I work day and night, constantly posting. Every day, I am a reliable source. Why would you not give something back to that person when you know they're not making anything off of commercializing? They're not taking anything. They're not taking 15 minutes from your life, 15 seconds every video. This guy makes nothing. I make nothing if you don't give something back. I make nothing if you don't give something back. And that's where we're at. I'm desperate, and it's not fair. And I just want to move beyond this crap. And I want tea bags, and I want toothpaste.
I hear you.
Okay. I haven't bought a pair of shoes. I haven't bought a pair of shoes in 5 years. These been shoe-gooed twice. They're fucking done. Okay, 5 years I haven't bought a fucking pair of shoes.
All you do for a living is YouTube? Is that it?
What do you mean all I do? I fucking work 15.
No, I'm asking you. Is this like your only source of income is YouTube, or do you have other jobs?
If you don't give me, if somebody doesn't give something back, I don't eat lunch. Okay? That's where we're at. Do you think the person who's got 785 subscribers doing shots on fucking Twitch has a fucking job? 785 people a month at $5.99 a month. Okay? And they're doing shots. They're fucking drinking. Like, oh, thanks so much for your money. Yay! Here's a toast to you. Woo! All day I'm here providing valuable information to this community. I've covered, this would be my 5th presidential election. Tell me I don't deserve it. Tell me I haven't earned it.
Mike?
Yeah, bro.
Now can we move on, please?
To what?
Love of money. I don't know, but hearing you huffing and puffing and crying is really not. You know, we get it. We hear you. You'll get a nice donation from me.
Three people heard me. I guess you heard me too. But that really isn't good.
I'm gonna give you a nice donation.
Okay,
well, practically fucking making me almost in tears.
What's your name?
My name is Peter.
Peter. Okay, Peter. Thank you very much for calling. I really appreciate it. I hear what you're saying. And that's what I'm saying is that I want to be able to move on from this. Okay? If I had 785 subscribers at $5.99 a month, I wouldn't spend 1 second doing this. I'd be, thank you so much for you wonderful people being so wonderful to me. Okay? That's not where we are at. So, I know, no, you are telling me. You told me that I need to do, and I get it. I want to move on from this. I don't want to be this way. It has to change. And I don't want to go over to Twitch to cover the fucking election. You know, in order to be able to have. No, I don't.
If this is your gig, then do it. But what my main point is don't be like a victim. Like, for the love of God, be a goddamn man and don't sit here and cry.
I'm not
You know,
crying. I have
and-
not shed a tear today.
Please, it's painful to listen to. It's killing me.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be killing you. I mean to be trying to get people to give something back. Okay. It's really nice that you've decided that you're going to do that. Okay. I'm hoping someone else is going to be very nice and decide to do that too. Okay. That's where I'm at. And I don't want to do this. I don't have any choice because otherwise no one gives anything back. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Come out here and say, oh, and when I get another 100 subscribers, I'll do a bong hit. I can't fucking drink. I can't drink bourbon. I don't know. You know, I come out here. I talk about Iran. I say, do you support Iran? I have a live calling show. Do you support war with Iran? You know, I'm not like this. Yeah.
What happened to your old YouTube channel? I mean, now I feel like you got a lot less followers than you used to have.
I have 116,000 subscribers. Okay. YouTube is not sending my videos out to all of those subscribers. Okay. That's what the problem is. YouTube is basically shadow banning me.
Okay. How do you know
that? Because there's no way that I can post a video and it goes out to 116,000 subscribers and it gets 200 views. There's no way.
Man, you got that many subscribers?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird. That is strange.
And none of them are at $5.99 a month.
Well, they got it out for you, bro. I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm just explaining to you that I'm doing my best to survive. I'm hanging on by my fingernails, and I don't want to be in that. I don't. Not only do I not want to be in that position, I don't want the world to know that that's the position I am in. But I have no other choice, okay? Because it's the only way that I can get you guys to realize it's only fair to give something back. You know, I mean, I do the right thing by you. I do the what? What's that?
How many jobs do you have?
How many jobs?
Yeah.
I do this. I'm a journalist.
Okay. That's it.
I do this. I'm a journalist. I've been doing this on YouTube for I have published over 65,000 videos on YouTube. Okay, I've covered, this will be my 5th presidential election. I am the real thing, unlike other people who try and pretend to be like me.
Mike, if we can change the subject from you hopping the top end, let me ask you this. Bernie Sanders, right?
What? Yeah.
Love the guy. I think he's great. One thing I don't like about him, economic policy. Okay, love that about people on the left. I agree with them. I feel like practically about everything except when it comes to the economy. You know, foreign policy, you know, monetary policy, all that shit. I agree. But when it comes to the economy, that's the one thing about Bernie Sanders that fucking scares the shit out of me. Is I feel like he's going to turn us into a communist regime potentially. You know, I mean, I feel like it's hard in the right place.
Look,
but
Bernie Sanders.
I'm not about like. I don't believe at all that the government's going to solve our problems, if you know what I mean. I mean,
Bernie Sanders is in it for Bernie Sanders, okay? Bernie Sanders is just a career politician trying to fucking speak to a certain audience that he's been able to tap into, and that's all, okay? He hasn't actually accomplished a single fucking thing in his 40 years as a goddamn politician in Washington, D.C., and it's sad and it's sickening and it's enough of Bernie Sanders. Okay, we need someone who's really gonna fucking care and represent the people and get us the fuck out of war and start letting us spend our blood and treasure here at home instead of all over the fucking world. All right, Peter. I mean, see, I'm trying. This is what I want. That's the discussion that I want to have. Okay. And if we could move on from this other thing, then we could have that discussion every single day. And I'd be glad to have that discussion. Iran, we have to talk about Iran. But if I don't get some support, we won't be able to have any of those discussions going forward, because I won't be here anymore, because I will have to go find somewhere where people appreciate my time and my efforts. Understand?
Well, then do it. Why aren't you? You should be on every platform you can possibly be on. If this is your game, why wouldn't you be?
We're working on it. I have Twitch. I'm looking at this other, the PewDiePie guy. You know who that is? He just left YouTube. He has 100 million subscribers, and he said, "Fuck YouTube. I'm not using it anymore." Because YouTube sucks that much. Okay? So
No, dude, there's a million other social media
there really
platforms.
isn't a million platforms. Okay, there's very few that are actually viable. I've gone to many of them. Okay, when you try and upload a 4-hour video somewhere, they go, "Oh God, you're fucking killing me. You're breaking my balls." They don't like it. Okay, there's not a million other places. There's a couple little places, and that's the thing. I don't sit here and upload 30-second videos. Sometimes, once in a while, but I upload actual events that matter. I don't upload the little tiny clip of it that I want you to see that's important to my politics. I upload the whole thing so that you can decide for yourself what's important. You know, I, again, am not talking to the right. I'm not talking to the left. I'm here for everyone. And unfortunately, that doesn't work for most of you people. And it's horrible that that's the way you are, because most of you are Americans, and that should be what matters, not whether you're on the right or the left. Don't you agree, Peter?
Right on, brother. Preach it.
Okay, I'm going to let somebody else call, Peter. Thanks very much for calling.
Yeah, hey, stop fucking crying so much.
I didn't cry. I didn't cry once. I had no tears. Bye.
All right, God bless, bro.
I'll be looking for that donation there, Pete. Thanks for calling. Again, you know, I like you. I love doing this. Hello, caller.
Hello? Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How are you today?
Not too bad, not too bad. Yo, I've been listening for the last 15 minutes. I'm one of your new subscribers. I've probably only been with you for like, I don't know, 3-4 months. And
what do you think? What do you think? Hey, let me ask you, what do you think of MOX News after 3 or 4 months of service?
Well, that's why I'm trying to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I love your service, man, because I do agree with you. Because let's just say a year or two ago, I would say I was a Democrat. Now I'm very confused. I don't even know what I am anymore. If I'm right, I'm the left. So I'm one of those people that just stick to the middle. So I do like your service, man. I just want to say we do appreciate you. Keep on going, man. And I never thought about, you know how a little channel. I mean, not a little channel. You're a big channel, but you're an individual that's running it all by yourself, and you don't have all these extra, and I know YouTube makes it harder for you because, all the crap they have to do. But I just want to say we appreciate you, man. And if I can get $5 a month, I'm going to make sure I throw it your way instead of, packing cigarettes or whatever I can and stuff like that. But we appreciate you, Mike. And keep it up, man. And always stay neutral. I agree with you. Fuck Trump, fuck Obama, fuck Hillary, because at the end of the day, they all fucked up some way or another. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I agree with Trump with, and there's a lot of things I would say, no, I don't agree. I like how you just stay in the middle. You don't really go left or go right.
Right.
You try to give everybody the knowledge.
What's your name?
My name's Robert, buddy.
Hey, Robert.
Miami, Florida.
All right, Robert. Thanks so much for calling. That's exactly right. It's not the right, it's not the left. They both have walked us to this point in time where we're ultimately fucked. The middle class is dying. The left and the right walked us here together, hand in hand.
and they want to divide us. They want to make the rich hate the poor hate the rich, and everybody's pointing fingers at each other. When it's like, we don't even see the big problem. They're just trying to divide us as best as we can. It doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrats, because I've been noticing the Republicans, and I feel they're getting divided. You know what I'm saying? They have to go one way, or if not, people will out them, and it's hard to be in politics today.
You're so right. They want us divided down into the smallest groups possible. That way we can't all come to a consensus to say it's the people in Washington, D.C., which clearly it is,
Yeah, no, amen. No, they want to make our voices so small. If we're in a big group, we're going to talk loud. But if they keep on dividing us and putting us in little groups, our voice is so small, nobody's going to hear us.
Right.
But hey, Mike, I feel for you, brother. And like I said, man, I'm going to do what I can and spread the news. If I could get on Facebook, let people know about your channel, I'm going to do my part. And of course, I'm going to try to set at least $5 to $10 a month, brother.
That's really super generous of you, man. I was super appreciate it. I wouldn't ask if I didn't need it.
Man, because like I said, we do have to keep people like you in the market, man. We need people that, that give their opinions, but also give the right and the left and show everybody's opinion and let people kind of decide where they want to go. I love that. Thank you. Keep it up like that, man. Don't ever try to go to one side.
Right on. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your call, bro. I hope we hear from you soon.
All right. Later, Mike.
Hey, cool. See, and that guy's only been around for a few months on MOX News, and he's able to, and he's like, and this is what MOX News does. He says, I used to identify as left, and now I don't think I do that anymore. And that's why I really like you. And that's what I'm saying. It's not the right, it's not the left, it's everybody. Hello, caller.
How's it going, bro?
All right, how you, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, man. This is like my third time calling. This is Vinny from Colorado.
Hey, Vinny, nice to hear from you. How's the weather in Colorado today?
Oh, we got a bunch of snow here the last couple of days. So
that's crazy, man.
Out, man.
It's been raining here the last couple of days, so I think this is the last of it, though. I think summer's about like right around the corner.
That's what they keep saying, man. I'm hoping.
Well, I'm going to be planting this weekend, so it better be.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to, get around this GMO fucking poison food that we're forced to buy, Try to offset the cost of that because it's costs a lot of money to eat organic. So
I hear you. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. Nothing is cheap anymore. Unless it's just a pink slime garbage, which is just going to give you cancer. So.
Right.
So.
Yeah, definitely, man.
So, save MOX News, yes or no?
Yes, man. Definitely.
Right on.
I think we need all the voices we can get, man. I actually went and did a protest, not this last weekend, but the weekend before, out at this comic book store out here in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
The largest comic book store in the United States. It's like a giant warehouse, and it's in this really low-income Hispanic area. And they're doing an all-ages transgender drag pageant.
Huh.
Where they have these grown-ass transgenders out there, people bringing their little kids out there, and it even says on their website, on their Facebook post, that the kids can keep their tips that they're throwing at them.
Huh.
So I mean, it's like John Benet Ramsey meets the trannies, and it's people don't see what it's doing to the kids psychologically. They think, oh, you put a little kid in a dress and it's fine. But I've actually listened to testimonies of transgender people that, have reverted later on in life, that weren't abused, that just had their grandma or somebody in their life that put them in dresses or pushed them down that road. And they said if they were just told that they were, a handsome man, they would have never gone down that road. But it's this glorification of this moral relativity. Like there's no standards anymore. It's just getting worse.
I think morality is very subjective, but I think that there's a lot of outside programming that goes on besides just what happens in a family home. I think that the community, the commercialism, the capitalism kind of pushes people to be more homosexual because
It's attack on the family. It comes right from the Communist Manifesto or from the Protocols of Zion. Is to break up the family and promote homosexuality and pedophilia as a as a high form of sexuality. And that's what we've seen through these people like Wilhelm Reich, Alfred Kinsey, Harry Hay, founder of the gay rights movement, and he also founded NAMBLA, the North American Man-Boy Love Association. So, I mean, you know, and when they decriminalized homosexuality in the 60s in all 50 states, they didn't just go quietly into the night. They went around on marches and they went in front of churches and said, "We want your children." You know, and they were quoted as saying, you know, they want to sodomize all the world, you know, people's kids and shit like that. And that's why I feel like you have to be studied and you have to be nuanced in this information, or you come off as bigoted. And that's how they play the moral upper hand.
Well, no one
guides themselves as some kind of enlightened.
There isn't anything in our society that is trying to push for pedophilia. You know, there really isn't. And anybody who tries to do that openly will be vilified immediately, at least in this Western culture. So, you know, as long as people aren't messing around, people should have the right to have their own sexuality. Okay, whatever it is.
Well, they've
as long as they're not
going to these transgender book readings that they're doing at libraries.
Yeah. And
now they're having to do them on the down low and do them at bars and stuff like that. So I mean, it is an innocuous thing, but they're trying to frame it as that. But there's a restaurant up here in Colorado. After this comic book store got away with what they're doing, now they're going to do 2 events a month where they're going to raise money for reassignment surgeries using kids as exploitative advertisement to get people to come out.
Well, okay. So thanks so much for calling, man. You know, children and sexuality, people want to pretend, number one, people want to pretend that children have no sexuality. That's the first way that you screw them up. Okay. Kids have sexuality. And when you try and repress it, it's gonna make complications. Okay. And one of the big things that parents try to do is suppress and ignore and act oblivious to the fact that children have sexuality. Okay. Now, that being said, you know, there's no business with adults and children sexuality. You know, there should be no mixing of that. So let the kids be kids, let the adults be adults, and don't judge. You know, don't say, no, that's not okay. Unless it's, again, adults and children, then you have a reason, because there's morality, and you know, children don't really fit into that. But again, that's not a discussion I want to have. We're trying to decide, save MOX News, yes or no. Hello, caller.
Mike, it's Peter.
Peter, again?
Yeah, check your PayPal.
Okay, I'll check my PayPal. I'm checking. Let's see.
C-SPAN junkie?
I am the C-SPAN junkie. That's how I originally started off on YouTube. What? Peter, you're the man, brah. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Peter just donated $100. I bet you nobody else is going to beat that on this live call-in show. Anybody want to bet? What's that?
I work at a pharmaceutical company. I'm an engineer.
Right on. That must keep you pretty busy these days, huh?
No. See, I'm an associate engineer. So all the real engineers and the senior engineers, they do all the real, like, the hard work, and I just kind of do the not so hard work. So it's not so bad.
So what did you study in college?
I studied biotechnology. I studied chemistry, and I studied biology.
Huh. Well, I have friends who went into that business too. It can be a very lucrative business.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the big pharma business, I'm kind of more on the little pharma side. So
Right on. So what do you think about legalization of cannabis?
I think it's great, buddy. I got a distilled cannabis pen in my hand right now as we speak.
Nice.
Fantastic.
So is there like politics about that where you work?
Marijuana?
Yeah.
No, dude. No one gives a shit about that fucking shit anymore.
Oh, that's really good because I mean, big pharma is one of the reasons that cannabis has been kept illegal for so long.
Yeah, sure. I think that's strictly something for now.
Yeah.
There's too much money making it legal, from a state perspective. Government's making too much money.
I don't know how much money, but I mean, there's just so many things that it can help. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just it stops cancer.
In Massachusetts, Mike, they tax you 20% in Massachusetts. I don't even care.
Yeah.
No one else does either.
No, I think it's like 40% here.
Every time I go to this place, there's lines of like at least 50 people every single day, and that's the state of Massachusetts is making money hand over fist with this shit.
That's really good, man. And it's so much better than the money going to the black market, than people having to fucking hope that their dealer has decent weed or whatever. I mean, it's so cool to go to the candy store and be able to choose from 100 different selections, huh?
Well, of course, yeah. The old Willy Wonka analogy, right?
Yeah.
Chocolate waterfall. That's what it is.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm glad you're enjoying that, Peter.
I love it. I'm doing the distilled cannabis now, and I'll never smoke again. Why would you?
So you vaping is what you're saying, or?
Yeah, cannabis oil, man.
Yeah.
Where would you go?
I have a.
You can afford it. You're a fancy engineer like me. You can afford it.
I have a press at home where I smash my own flowers, and I make oil that way. Have you tried that? It's called flower rosin.
No, but my friend used to do that. And that shit was amazing.
It's so tasty and so smooth. It's in my opinion, and it's fresh. So I call it fresh squeezed buds. So I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it if you get a chance.
I'm all about the vape now, man. I'm all about the cannabis oil. Sometimes.
So you have like a dab rig where you take a dab off of it, or you use a pen?
It's a pen. And it comes with like a cartridge that has like a chamber with a ceramic coil in it that vaporizes.
Yeah.
The chamber. It's fantastic.
Have you used a pipe like this, where you put your dab in there?
I'm not. Oh, I don't see what you're. Wait, hold on.
Oh, I'm holding.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let me pull up the thing. I can't see it. Why is my fucking YouTube not working?
Fucking YouTube.
It's only been around for a few months.
Like this?
It's not working. Sorry.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I'm talking about like a bong that has like a cup in it, so you can put the rosin in the cup and then take a big puff of that. You haven't used a pipe like that?
No.
That you got to try that, man.
I've been all distilling for a long time now.
Yeah, no, you can. That's how you smoke this. You smoke distill it that way too.
Wow.
It's called a dab rig. You should get one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like the glass bulb and all that shit.
Yeah, it's like a bong, only it has a cup where you put the rosin in it instead of a bowl.
Is that like a wax?
Yeah, you can do wax, or I would show you, but you can't see. Like I said, I take a flower and I press it at I have a press that it heats up to 200 degrees, and it has 5,000 pounds of pressure, and I put the flower between two pieces of parchment paper, and then I press it and it heated up at 200 degrees for about 30 seconds, and this golden ooze comes out of the flower. And that's what I smoke.
My YouTube's back. All right, hold up to the camera, Mike, so I can see it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. see, I take a flower and I put it in parchment paper like this, and then I put it in the press, and this is what comes out. It's like this golden ooze, and that's what I smoke. And that's and I put it in, and I heat up this, right? I heat up this with a torch to about 300 degrees or something, and then I take this, which is a dabber, and that's how you get a real fucking hit of rosin, dude, right there.
Rosin. Not resin, but rosin.
Rosin, yeah. Look up flower rosin on YouTube, and you'll see there's like a couple of ways to make it. But if you get around to it, you want to get yourself a nice press. And see, the reason that I like this, the reason I like doing this and pressing my own flowers is because when you buy the cartridges at the store, you really have no idea what they're made out of. Right? They could be just all trim that they trimmed off the buds. This way, I actually know what my golden juice is made out of that I'm smoking. I pick the flower I want, you know what I mean? And then I get to crush it and make it, and that's the way to go, I'm telling you. The flower rosin is amazing, and it's really good for you, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing with me is the smoking is just killing me now. I don't know much about the distillation process from the place I get my cannabis oil from, but I can tell you, it feels 10 times healthier. I don't have chest pain or fucking
Oh, it's so much. It's so good. That's partially why I switched over to this type of smoke, is because when I was taking bong hits, it got to where if I took 3 or 4 bong hits a day, I was actually having a little trouble breathing. So I smoke this now. I can do 20 hits a day, and it's not a big deal. Although I only do about 3 or 4 hits a day. So.
Yeah, I'm 32. I've been smoking weed since I was probably in the 8th grade, so about 16, so it's taking a toll on me now. I don't understand these people, I went on vacation to Jamaica once, and I talked to some Jamaican people, and they're like, man, I've been smoking weed for 32 years, 33, 30. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that shit?
Dude, my dentist just went to South Africa to see his grandma. Right? He went there on her 90th birthday, and he says, Grandma, you got to tell me, how is it that you just keep so active and so happy all the time? And she grabbed him by the hand and led him back to her bedroom and opened her dresser and pulled out 2 joints and said, I've been smoking this since I was 9 years old.
Oh, I love that. How old was she?
She was 90.
Oh, God bless her soul. I love him. I love when I see a fucking 85-year-old guy in his car smoking a cigarette. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro, you made it.
Yeah, every time I see one of these celebrities die on TV, I'm like, ha! Outlived you.
Oh, man, that's good. Yeah.
Peter, thanks so much. Thanks so much for your help, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem. It'll keep coming as long as you're out. Pitch you a little crier.
I'll send you a thank you with my email so you can write me later if you want.
No problem, buddy. God bless.
Thanks so much. See, and again, this is the point, is that there's good people. This is why I want to do this here. There's good people. That guy had a good attitude. He's like, as long as you're not a pissy little crier, which I didn't shed a tear. I did not shed a tear. I have in the past on camera, but I didn't today. I'm simply asking you, save MOX News, yes or no? Okay? Because if you want MOX News here, you have to give something back. And you can trust that if you're not giving something back, no one is. And that's not going to end well for MOX News. So if you want MOX News here, please give something back. Okay, so again, it's a call-in show. It's 805 MOX News. Feel free to call anytime. Or it's 805-669-6397. So I'm waiting. And the whole thing is that Mox News needs your help. Okay. I want to continue to do this. This is my 5th presidential election on YouTube. It promises to be the most insane election we have ever seen in our lifetime. In fact, it already is, in my opinion, after covering 5 presidential elections here on YouTube. In my own opinion, this is the most insane presidential election season our country has ever seen. And it's going to get much worse, much more crazy. And I want to be here. I want to be a reliable source for this community, as I have been now for over 15 years. But as I've always said, I can only do that with the support of the community that I serve. Okay? And as long as I have the support of the community that I serve, I will always do this. YouTube can't make me go away. They've tried. They've tried and tried and tried. Okay? And Peter was new to this. Okay? And he just gave $100. Who's gonna beat Peter on $100? Anybody? Anybody? All right. So again, call-in show 805-669-6397. Save Mox News, yes or no. Okay. Are you going to mix Mox News if Mox News is not here tomorrow? Are you going to be disappointed? Are you going to again and again and again on these shows, on these call-in shows, you hear people say, I've been watching you forever. You, Mox News, started me on my path of awareness. You opened my eyes to what's going on in the world. The first caller was like, on this show, the first caller was like, I used to be left, and now I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel like I'm left or right. It doesn't make sense, which is what I keep saying. You don't want to paint yourself into that corner. You want to be able to decide at this moment, not committed to the conservatives, not committed to liberals. Hello, caller.
Hey, dude, it's Paul from Killaloo, Canada. How's it going?
Hey, Paul, nice to hear from you. How are you doing?
Not too bad, my friend. You're not thinking about giving it up, are you?
Back
in the bag.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to give it up. What I'm thinking about is that if I don't have the support of the community that I serve, I should go and find people who actually appreciate what it is that I do.
I've got a little bit of a knack in finding out advertising ways and stuff like that. I work at a radio station and sort of have that sort of in my bloodstream. So I'll see what I can do about giving you a hand there, try and come up with some ideas and send me. I don't know. I'll try and reach you on Twitter and.
Well, you can if you click on the PayPal link, it shows my email address. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Does it?
Okay, I'll do it that way then.
Yeah.
No, like I've only been tuning into you for about 6 months here, but like, believe it or not, like I do rely on you for a little bit of sanity and some great viewpoints and some fantastic discussions.
I'm really just trying to do the right thing, and that's what you heard in that one caller was saying. I used to be on the left, People come here and they think that they're one way, and they think that they can trust this news service or that news service, and over a little bit of time they find out really everyone is against us. Everyone is against the average, middle class.
Rewired and repackaged those parties so much now. Like they don't even identify with what their core values used to be and stuff like that. But they're still branding it now. They're changing the package, and everybody's just signing on to it. And half of the regular people are standing back looking like, what the fuck? Yeah. And the others are turning around and just jumping on with the bandwagon. And it's just things are just totally out of control. Everybody's so apathetic about anything.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'll make a comment like nobody likes saying this shit or whatever. all these immigrants from everywhere that come over and want to try and turn around and have us change our countries around or whatever. What the hell did you bother? Why were you trying to come here to begin with?
Man.
Why were you coming here?
Man.
You know, I mean, you came here because of what we did, what we were doing, and what we stand for, what we believe in our lifestyle or whatever. Relax, join in, and like enjoy the love. Share what you can, and like, you know, piss off if you can't sit there and enjoy it with the crowd.
You know, it doesn't even have to be immigrants, dude. I get people who move to Seattle from Alabama, and they're like, it's too fucking liberal in Seattle. Well, didn't you know that before you moved here, asshole? What's that?
I hate saying any of that because I sound like a redneck. You know, you automatically get judged. But like, I mean, I'm a Canadian and I'm proud to be a Canadian. And I hate having people coming in and trying to like take my country away, change my country, adjust it. That's why you came here for a reason.
Right.
I'm the reason. I'm the reason. People like me.
Freedom, man. You came here for freedom, and now you want to limit that freedom. You know, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah. Oh, you got to stay on the air, my friend. It's like there's very few people that actually speak the truth. You're one of them. And it's nice to it's nice to have somewhere like every now and then I need to vent to it. It's nice if you got broad shoulders and a broad open ears.
I'm just desperate for help, man. That's the only thing. I mean, I wish
I could.
As long as I know. No, as long as I have this support of this community, I won't stop ever doing this, you know, and that's the reason that I'm here asking for help is because I don't want to stop. All I really want is to know that my community says, yeah, Mox, don't ever fucking stop, you know, and
don't ever fucking stop.
Yeah.
No, right on, man.
All right.
It's the videos that you put out, it's amazing. You know, I on my Facebook page, I put out a lot of different memes and different articles and stuff like that. And then I turn around and come onto your channel and I see the number of videos, like real videos that you're actually putting out. I know how much time it takes to edit. Like we go through all that stuff. And I go like, where the fuck did he find the time for this?
And first you got to find.
You gotta help support him doing this stuff because if he's working this alone, like there's something going on there. Like he's a miracle man.
And first you got to find the videos. I mean, you got to search through hours and hours of garbage to find something that's actually worth people's time, you know?
Well, just with my volunteer radio, like DJ stuff and everything like that, I did 1,000 hours a month.
Wow.
Researching the songs, just the songs for the playlist. And then I put them in an order so I tell a story with every show, right?
Yeah. See, so that's
nobody else did that, but that's just like, I mean, you know, even my brother's store, it's like the way we were raised, it was called the Little More Corner Store. We just go that little bit extra. Do it the old school way. You know, people appreciate it.
Yeah, that's, you know, I'm trying to do right by the world, you know? I'm trying to be actually of value, of service to the world. And that's why I have to come out here and say, please give something back because I don't want that to end. I want, because I hear from people like you and you're saying, don't ever fucking stop. And that's the thing is I put up a really good fight, man. I've been here for 15 years and YouTube's been trying to get rid of me since day one, pretty much, you know, because they don't like,
they're going to be regulated soon. And
it looks like that's the fact. Yeah.
I don't know. The entire world seems to be on fire there right now. But like, I mean, the one and only thing that's going to do anything, I feel, is that everybody's got to stop going to work. Like, take whatever savings you got. Everybody help out their brother, like make it through it or whatever. You got to shut every business down and every government office down for 30, 60, 90 days, whatever it takes, whatever. Make this system stop. Make this system change.
I think that's probably what it's going to take is to take a sit down strike. Everybody just stay at home and we'll have a little festival. We'll have a little festival. We'll have big old barbecue picnics at home while they lose billions of dollars until they decide to fucking listen to us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got to take everybody forgets they work for us. And it's time that we take our country back from the police, from the government, from everybody.
Right.
I mean, the court systems alone. Like, I mean, we got enough. It's unbelievable. We have 6, 7, 8 companies in Canada alone that make prison furniture. In Canada.
Yeah. Imagine how many in America, right?
Think of that. Like, I mean, how many, you know, I know they ship out to the States and stuff too or whatever, but like, just how can a place like Canada with like 28 million, less than 28 million people turn around and like support 8 different prison furniture manufacturing plants? It's the system. The court system feeds off of everything. Put out some more laws, more rules, take away
more laws, more laws, more laws.
More fines. Keep the court system going.
More nanny state.
The biggest scam around.
More nanny state. The nanny state owns your bitch ass. Don't go out of line, or we're gonna put you in a fucking prison. And it's all for profit.
Be scared and vote liberal, vote Democrat. Be scared, and they're gonna come and help you.
Well, nobody's there. They're the same thing. The liberals, the Democrats, they're the same, dude. I mean,
I know. And it's the same with the conservatives and the Republicans. We're going to talk a good game, get us elected and everything, and then we're just going to do the regular shit. Yeah,
right. It's beyond comprehension because, we just want truth and honesty, and everybody, the police, the media, the doctors, the politicians, all the people we're supposed to be able to turn to, for truth and honesty and guidance are all completely full of shit.
Well, I know, and I just don't understand. Like, Jesus Christ, they're bringing up kids in this world that just look at the way the world has changed in the last 20 years. Since a couple of years before 9/11. How drastic the world and even its direction has changed. Imagine what it's going to be like for your kids. And you're not doing a goddamn thing to stop any of it. You know it's going to get worse. You know it's going to get totally out of control. And you might even have kids that are imprisoned and everything like that. Who gives a shit? You're worried about the weekend. You know what I mean? It's the level of apathy. It's the next 24 to 72 hours in the human mindset now.
I think everybody's overworked and under.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
that's the key. Overworked, overtaxed. In Canada alone, you just in the city of Ottawa, you have to pay $500 a month if you own a house just in taxes, whatever. That's before paying any bills like cell phones or anything like that. And then if you think you've got kids, there's 3 or 4 more cell phone bills. Then you got to pay hydro. Then you got to pay this. Then you got to do, and hopefully buy some food. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
You're working 6-7 months out of the year, the first 6-7 months out of the year, just to pay the government.
Yeah,
and it's even worse in the States. In some places there, I know that.
And the thing is that if they were actually using the money usefully, maybe we could appreciate you. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But they're just fucking wasting money left and right, and fucking kickbacks and all crooked deals. It's disgusting.
It's all to feed the system that's there. And once again, it goes back to, I hate to bring up the old narrative, but the rich and elite, those 1%ers, they've got a narrative, they've got a game plan, and we're not part of it.
Right.
Just like a clog in the wheel kind of thing. And we're just like literally one clog. That's what this TPP deal is. It's just to fine-tune everything for them, to streamline the costs and everything like that. And so that there's no more legal things about quality control or, anything like that. I told you before, we mentioned this before, I think there's over 400 countries that are now going to have beef products that are going to be into the same 1 cube of mini ravioli. And there won't be a paper trail over 1 grain of that.
I don't understand.
No legal recourse when people start getting sick.
I don't understand what you're saying about ravioli.
Well, the TPP deal?
Yeah.
Everybody gets to sit there and participate. So we'll be taking in Canada, let's say Chef Boyardee or something like that. Then the can manufacturing thing, they can take in beef from Canada, the United States, Japan, Venezuela, Sri Lanka, anybody who's got them, they all get put onto a boat. They all head out to a manufacturing rendering plant, whatever. That pail of goop gets sent out to the mini ravioli. And then they put it into the little things of ravioli and stuff like that. And then they put it on the store shelf and sell them to you. And there's no paper trail. And in Canada, our farmers have gone bankrupt trying to stay up to the health codes and everything with antibiotics, everything, aerating barns and everything like that. It's really strictly enforced here in Canada.
Yeah.
And even though we had that mad cow problem and everything, there was a couple of cheaters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rest of the world doesn't do this. Like the States does it to a great degree as well. You've got a great quality control and health inspectors and all that stuff. It's cheaper than getting sued. But in these other third world countries and stuff like that are also going to be contributing to that same square of mini ravioli,
right,
they do none of that.
Right.
None of it.
I hear you.
Down in cow, that load of cow went into that vat. There's no paper trail.
Yeah.
There's no way of recourse, and like the stuff that is projected to happen won't even be diagnosed in your children for 3 years down the road.
Right. Yeah, and that's exactly the reason that my dogs eat Canadian dog food.
Well, that's, we had an old joke about 20 years ago, and it was true then, and it's even truer now. They eat better than us because they actually take the husk of a thing of like wheat or grain or anything like that. They squeeze out the nutrients. They give that into pet food, and we get the grain and the husk. And they do put in man-made chemicals from China to sit there and substitute. China, those same people that put in melamine into dog food and powdered baby milk.
Yeah.
These wonderful people.
Right, and I think some people were held accountable for that, though.
Yes, and there you got the only good way of holding people accountable to stay with their wives.
I think that some people did.
Here, you see a lot better quality control. I'll tell you that.
This is what I'm saying about the war profiteers too. I mean, just look at the receipt of who fucking which ISIS guy or which war profiteer, war manufacturer, weapons manufacturer delivered to ISIS. There's gonna be a fucking receipt, okay?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. I like those pictures with McCain showing up there, and he's with some of the worst guys on the planet, kind of, and there's 2 billion and all those. The weird thing is all those weird coffin-like things that they have there. The 2 billion rounds of ammunition that they bought last year at the end of last summer.
Yeah,
That's a really strange. Everybody's got an order coming in, but to fill an order of 2 billion, they have to go to a bunch of different companies for that one. What's the reason and rationale behind that? If you have to sit there and complain and justify every dollar that's being spent on everything like that, how did that one fucking slip by?
I don't think it exactly. Yeah, I don't think it exactly slipped by, but there's so much shit. They're just like, it's never ending bullshit. And something like that is going to be reported for like a second. And then we're going to move on to all the fucking fake bullshit.
It's the state of apathy. You're so worried about just paying your bills and surviving, keeping your head above water.
Well, this is kind of the reason. Well, see, this is also the reason why MOX News is so important, is because you can't go through all this shit every fucking day without damaging yourself. But MOX News does. I go through it all day, every day, and find little fucking jewels like you're talking about to say, oh, you guys probably need to hear about this. Instead of.
I do too, and I post it up on my Facebook and stuff. I am insane when it comes to things like that. I really think that these stories should be out there. I don't have the biggest viewing audience around or whatever, but I just do my part, And at the end of the day, after seeing all of these stories and stuff like that, it's nice to see somebody like yourself turning around and actually in tune with the same channels as I am, and even picking up some stories that I've missed and stuff like that. I'm very appreciative of that.
Right on.
You cover them well too. So.
Right on. Thanks a bunch, Paul.
Take care, man. Have a great day.
All right, it's nice to hear from you. I love my Canadian brothers and sisters. I really do. I would be very glad to marry a Canadian woman. They have wicked senses of humor. So I am getting near the end of this show. If anybody else wants to call in, the number's 805-669-6397. I got a total of 4 donations, in case anyone's wondering, which is better than I've done over the last 2 weeks, if anyone's wondering. And that's why I have to come out here and ask you for help. Because if I don't, I wouldn't have gotten those 4 donations during this show. And the thing is that I know everybody's tight. That's the reason I've never asked anybody for more than $5. I always say, if you could kick down for a pizza, that would be super generous of you. If you can buy me lunch, okay? On my business cards, right? On my MOX News business cards, where are they? Let me get a MOX News business card for you. On my MOX News business card. On my MOX News business card, right here, MOX News, unfair and biased, right? On the back of the card, it says, knowledge is free. Because knowledge should be free to everyone to access all the time. And that's that's what the banner on the front page of MOX News should say. It should say, knowledge is free, but lunch costs money. So if you could kick down for lunch, that would be super generous of you. Okay? And trust, believe that if you don't kick down for lunch, nobody else did. Okay? So thanks very much for the people who kicked down for lunch today. That was super generous of you. And I'm hoping that maybe a couple more people will see this video and do the same. There's almost 9,800 videos. There's like 9,790 some videos on this one MOX News YouTube page. Takes a great deal of time and effort to make that happen. I go through 20, 30, 40 hours of news a day. And then on a really busy day, when there's, all kinds of stuff happening in the Congress, I'll go through 60 hours of news a day. Okay. And that takes its toll on a person. And I'm glad to do that so that you don't have to, as long as I have your support. Because I will do this forever if I have your support. If I have the support of this community that I serve, that I have been faithfully serving for, reliably serving for more than 15 years, I will never stop doing this. YouTube can't make me stop doing this. The trolls can't make me stop doing this. The only time it gets to me is when I don't have your support. Okay. And although I did get 4 donations during this show, again, that's the only 4 I got. Well, not the only 4. I got a couple of them. Maybe last week I got a couple. Yeah, last week I got a couple of donations during one of the live shows too. But, if it wasn't for those 4 people, I wouldn't have gotten anything this week. So please give something back to MOX News. I want to cover, this is going to be my 5th presidential election on YouTube. Okay. Started with George W. Bush and John Kerry. That's how long I've been doing YouTube. And I do it like no one else. And I want to keep doing it. I want to keep opening eyes and informing people, but I will only be able to do it if I have the support of the community that I serve. So please give something back to MOX News. It's easy to do. There's clickable links in the text body of this video, or you can go to moxnews.com. It should take like 2 minutes to make a donation. I know you're busy people. I know, everybody's tight, like I said. But I give and give and give to you and to this community. And it would be really super generous of you, really super nice of you, really super needed by me if you could give something back. Okay? Please. I've published over 65,000 videos, well over 65,000 videos on YouTube over the last 15 years. I'd like to keep doing that for you and this community and the world, because what I do actually touches people, and then those people touch other people. So it's not just the people who see my videos. It spreads out further than that. And I'd really like to keep doing that on this planet, in this YouTube page where I have 116,000 subscribers. And if I had 1% of them giving something back, I'd be in hog heaven. But I don't. I don't have anywhere close to that. And it's simply not fair. All right? So please give something back. This is the call. This is the number to call if you want to call. 805-669-6397. I will be here for 2 more minutes. If we don't get a telephone call, I'll be saying goodbye. So thanks very much for tuning in today. Again, there's over 97, almost 9,800 videos on this one MOX News YouTube page. So if you are new to MOX News, please be sure and take a good look around, because there is a lot to see. And the other thing is, okay, we're on the verge of this election, but we're also on the verge of war with Iran, okay? And if you don't want someone like me doing their best to get your voices heard, doing their best to make sure that you know who the real enemy is, then there's no reason for me to be here. I mean, there's something, you know, that just means you don't care about the truth, because, you know, I'm all about honesty and showing you, you know, from a different perspective, these people are full of shit. And I'm very good at it. And I'd like to keep doing it. So please give something back to MOX News. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'll try and do another call-in show. We're working on a little bit different format. Maybe get a green screen behind me or something. I don't know. A lot of the people on the Twitch have green screens. Maybe that's what I needed to do, some kind of a hypnotic guy in the background saying, give to MOX News. Give to MOX News. I don't know. Jane says, okay, so nobody's going to call. I'm going to sing. I'm done with Sergio. He treats me like a rag doll. She hides the television. I don't owe him nothing. But if he comes back again, tell him to wait right here for me. Oh, I'll try again tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. No one else is donating. Hey, ooh. You guys want me to sing? Really? I figured that would make somebody call. All right, I'm out of here. We got other things to do. Nobody's gonna call. Thank you so much to the people who donated. The 4 people. That was very super generous of you. You're the good ones. And I will do my best to do right by you guys. All of you guys. Even the ones who don't donate. Even the ones who are trolls. I do my best to do right by you all. And it'd be really nice if you could do the same for me. Okay? Stay cool. One of these days, this war is going to end. Be nice if MOX News could be here to celebrate that day with you.